Hey guys, this is ShadowSeal22, and I'd like to formally welcome you to my Let's Play of a little game called Chronicles. I'm sorry I haven't updated recently. Like I said recently, I was recently in Europe. I actually got back ahead of schedule, and I will relatively soon be leaving again, but I'm gonna plan a little mini side LP that I'm just gonna do like a Game Boy game, but yeah, I'm back. I'm planning to mostly cut most of this out, so you won't be actually seeing much of this book stuff. I'm trying to keep it basically of what you actually want to see, not what I'm seeing as I'm playing. Basically, I'm gonna cut out most of the
here's the plan.
like whenever I grind or do stuff, because you obviously don't want to watch that. All of the missions in this game are opened up with a little briefing. They can be as simple as this mission, where there's like kill everybody, or they can be as complicated as other missions, where you have to like stop vehicles but without destroying them. That's pretty basic, or sneak into enemy facilities. We'll be seeing that a little later. I'm actually going to skip this tutorial because I'm just going to explain this to you. The way that this game works is that you have command points. You can see here I've got a large map of places I can go. You can see all these little red dots are the enemy. These are Empire troops. All of them are scouts right now. That will be very different later on in the game. And you can see I have 3 troops. I've got Town's Watchman, which we'll never see again. Alicia, who's an amazing scout, and Vulcan, who will be taking a more predominant role a bit later on in the game. One of the big features of this game is that you do this. Instead of moving on a grid, you actually take control of all your units. You physically take control of them. And you just, you move them around and you attack them. Each character can attack once per round. This is actually my second time trying to do this, because I'm trying to show you one of the game's really cool features of just how short you can make these missions. There's one down. I just killed him. As you can see, I targeted him, and my targeting reticule over his head to get a critical hit, and I killed him. Cover is a big part of the game. It'll be playing a big role later on when we start encountering enemy vehicles, but right now it's pretty, like in this mission, well, first off, this mission, if you fail this mission, you really suck. Going over a little features in the actual game, you can see that you can save in the middle, which is a godsend, and I've played half of the game. I'm planning to show the 2 big strengths of the game in selfie. The game is really fun when you don't know what you're doing. When you're going through each mission the first time, it's incredibly fun because you're always like on the edge of your seat. And then it's also really fun when you're doing the exact opposite. Let's hope I kill this guy. I'm using a scout, so I shouldn't really have to hope.
Yes.
Sorry about the discoloration in text. I haven't figured out a way to get around it yet because I'm using an analog TV. But like I said, this game is really fun when you know what you're doing.
Here we go.
I mean, don't know what you're doing, and then it's really fun if you're like me and you know exactly what you're doing in a mission, and then you do this, and the mission's over in 5 minutes. Operation complete. You'll see this for about like half a game, or I'll go in and complete the mission in like 2 rounds.
I don't see any.
But once we reach like I think I'm on like mission 13 right now, I will like seriously start not know what I'm doing, and I'll just be strategizing. But that's the end of this mission, so I'm gonna stop commentating, because if you haven't noticed, I'm not commentating over any of the cutscenes. I'm just gonna let you guys watch them, and see you in the next battle.
Miss Melchiot. There's no other sign of the enemy.
Good. Now, go keep watch and stay alert.
Yes, ma'am. What should we do with the bodies, ma'am?
We'll bury them. So it's begun. I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people of this town. I'll do it. Even going to war, I'll do it. What are those?
Seeds from the lion's paw. It blooms white, small, simple, and strong.
I want to be able to remember, once the war is over, that it wasn't all just people killing people. That even in war, there was also new life.
On the 15th day of the 3rd month of the year 1935, the Empire began its assault in earnest. A formal declaration of war was made upon Gallia. Though it was only a small front in a massive continental assault, what followed would prove that a tiny nation could best a military giant. These events would tell a story of tragedy hidden in the mists of time. A story of courage and of trust, of persecution and hate, and of love blooming even through the flames of war. What follows is a record of this conflict, and of those who fought, lived, and died. Chapter 1. In Defense of Brule.